this? Ooh, it's so pretty. Hi, guys.
Hi, this is Elena.
And Michelle.
So you must be so relieved to be out of flower purgatory. But right now I'm making a flower pot.
Oh, it's okay. It's like a fish tank.
Yeah.
Or like a wind chime. It's a lot of things all in one.
It's some stuff. So I have a scene in my reel that it's like a spaceship hallway, and there's all this like sci-fi mecha kind of stuff in it, and I recently have been going through and redoing certain props just to my own, I don't know, like it's been a while since I made my reel, so I just wanted to edit certain things, and the flower pot I had made originally just isn't up to my own what I want anymore. So I'm making this one because I had a better idea for it, and there you go.
It's reminding me of your lanterns.
Too right you are.
Or a bauble, as the kids call it.
That's the thing. If there are any folks in the comments who can talk about how, like, there are children in our household who we're raising, and they are calling things differently from how we call them. Like, because just of what they see in books or on TV sometimes. So we always call them ornaments, but the kids call them baubles. I don't know exactly where that came from, like
I'm
what
not sure.
they had to have watched, but whatever. And then we also, like, we call them stuffed animals, but they call them stuffies. And it's like, I think it's just because Felicity needed to get stitches one time, and the people there were calling it stuffies.
Could be.
Or maybe there's more sources for it. I don't know. Or maybe it's more common than we would have thought. But it's just odd. It's like, we're not raising you that way.
I know. Well, it's harder, too, because when they were younger, we controlled everything, and we didn't do very much TV. We don't do so much now, but it's more than zero, so they get influenced for sure. Mm-hmm. But it used to be so much simpler. We'd be like, oh, she's saying these words. Did you say that? Like, oh, yeah, I must have. Whatever. So it was easy to track. Now it's impossible to track. You can't keep track of anything.
It's true. So true.
Ruminate on that for a while.
Yeah.
Ruminate. That's a word I'm going to remember forever because it was one of the first ones I had to look up when I started reading a bunch.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like having a childhood long memory.
No.
In general, no. The first book you read was Sherlock Chicken Detective.
I don't know why. You got ruminate and then capitulate. Those ones were new words for me when I first started reading, and I felt like they came up a lot in the first few books.
Yeah, I feel like with you, me, and Mom doing our book clubs, I've been coming across a lot of words that I've been saying wrong all my life and just didn't really have any reason to know. Like, I recently came across derisive, and I never really have had to say it out loud before. I always just thought it was derisive. It just seems that way in my head. And then the name Esther, it's spelled with a TH, but you don't say the H. The H is a secret. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that until a few months ago. Oh yeah, I know I have another one that I still haven't really learned, but it's implacable, I think, or is it implacable? I don't know.
Oh, I don't think I have a feeling of either. The
same thing goes for placid or placid. Because I always remember, like, it has to do with the word acid, and it's said the same way or it's said the opposite way.
I would say placid.
Placid.
But then we just learned a new one from Mom. What was it?
Yeah, so, okay, if you're putting some paint down, you put a primer on first. If you are reading, like, an introductory book, that's called a primer, even though it's spelled the same way. So if you think you're getting your kid a primer to read, no, it's a primer.
Thanks, English.
Yeah. And... yeah, I won't even talk about how I was so smug, like, oh, it's okay, Mom, like, sometimes, and then I Googled it, and I was wrong.
But she was really humble. She's like, yeah, maybe it's not.
Yeah, she was, like, sincere humble. I was being, like, fake humble.
It's like, let me find her wrong right now. This is the mother that taught me how to read. Let's find out.
Yeah, sometimes I had just the audacity.
This is reminding me of, like a really intricate key.
Ooh.
You know, like, to open up, like, a box in Da Vinci Code or something.
Gosh, that would be an intricate key. Yeah, those kinds that lock together. Or even, this kind of reminds me of just the innards of doorknobs when you install them.
Yeah. But what is it, really?
It's just wires hanging down. And this is kind of, like, the fact that there are wires... don't ask me, because it's a flower pot. What are the wires for? It's just for the aesthetic. Okay, guys, don't think about it too hard, because I clearly didn't.
This is what looked like a wind chime to me earlier, right?
I think so. But yeah, I am within my scene when I'm not showing my scene right now because reasons, but I know when I plug it back into my reel, I'm going to have some of the wires connecting to something else, like another wire on the walls. So, like, it'll look like it's serving a practical function, even though it won't be.
Now, does it have, like, a layer of thin glass around the inside? Because it looks like a fishbowl that goes all the way through.
Yes, I think it does do that.
So it's like a mirror, like
pretty sure.
Illusion, but it's hollow in the middle.
Sorry, I'm just so distracted because first you said illusion. It's just Arrested Development. I've only seen a little bit of it, but there was this one where, like, one of them is an amateur magician, so one person is kind of talking mockingly, like, oh, is this your magic? He's like, it's not magic, it's an illusion. Anyway, so don't say illusion to me. And then you said, what was the next word you said? Hollow. And then I was thinking, hollow. So it was just impossible.
What is that? Is that Borat?
That was just you and me. We were... I was making the mugs and stuff. At one point, it was a cylinder, and then I hollowed it out. So I can't even think about what your question was because you said 2 keywords.
Guess it's unimportant.
Yeah, but no, I'm pretty sure that it is a double-sided kind of thing. Oh yeah, and I put I don't think I explained, I put little pendant-y kind of things up on the top section just because I thought it would look cool. And I was right, it does look cool.
Toot toot.
Now I'm just coloring different little parts of the wires. It's nice with my reel, like editing certain props or just redoing them, because with that scene in it, I had not decided on what, like, I wasn't sure if I was going to make a whole entire spaceship to accompany the hallway. Like, I was starting with a hallway scene, like an interior. And so it wasn't until the very end that I was like, you know what, I have time, I can make a spaceship, so I did it. And then I colored it in and all of that stuff. So I didn't have a color scheme in mind the whole entire time until I made that spaceship at the end. And so a lot of these props, now that I'm making them right now, I know that it is supposed to be mostly blue. So it's nice to just have done that for myself.
Yeah.
Like, make them blue. Just commit to it. Speaking of blue, this is some stuff.
Is it done already?
Yeah.
That was way too quick.
It was.
Too cute. I want to see more.
You'll get to eventually if I ever edit all those hours and hours and hours of footage. Because I screen recorded all of it. It's just, I'm not going to be able to. It's so much.
You'll see it next week, guys.
No! Don't do this to me.
Come back next time.
Oh my goodness. Well, actually, do tune in this Friday. I know it's not Flower Friday anymore. That month has passed, but I got a little special surprise for you.
Ooh.
It's somebody's birthday.
Who?
You'll find out on Friday.
I don't know what our timeline is. Is it your birthday or my birthday?
It'll be my birthday.
Okay.
It's like right now our date that we're recording this is January 30th. It's not even close. Flower Friday hasn't even started for us yet.
Gosh, it's so soon though.
It is. It's gonna be this this Friday for us.
Ooh.
Anyway, well, thanks everyone for watching.
See you next time.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.